Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can teach your dog to fetch by following these simple steps. So if you think about it, our dogs perform several different behaviors each time they fetch something and bring it to us. So in order to teach this properly, what we're going to do is break down each step and teach our dogs those steps nice and slowly until we get to that end goal. Our first step is going to be to teach our dogs to pick something up. In order to teach this, we need to shape the behavior of our dogs being able to put something in their mouth. What I mean by shaping is to reinforce our dogs for each step as they get closer and closer to the final behavior. We won't be cueing anything. We're simply going to let our dogs decide what they want to do on their own and reinforce what we like. So what you're going to do is introduce your toy or ball to your dog and start by reinforcing them for just looking at it. Hopefully they will start to maybe sniff it or nibble on it and maybe even get to the point of opening their mouth onto the toy. Once your dog is opening their mouth onto the toy, you will reinforce it over and over again until it's really easy for them to put the toy completely in their mouth. So once your dog is really easily putting the toy completely in their mouth, you can start to lower the toy or ball closer and closer to the floor each time. Once you are almost all the way to the floor, put the ball all the way on the floor, and hopefully what will happen is your dog will go to pick up the toy, and you'll want to have your hand really close by so you can go and grab the toy from your dog. Make sure you mark as soon as your dog puts the toy in your hand. Once they're getting good at this, you can start to change the placement of where you place the toy. Place it to the left of you, place it to the right of you, maybe even start to place it a little bit further away from you. Once our dogs are bringing the toy to us, even from a much further distance away, we can start to insert our verbal cue. The verbal cue I use for this is fetch. You can really use whatever you'd like. Fetch. Fetch. To teach our dogs the verbal cue, we are just going to pair the cue fetch with the behavior over and over again until our dogs learn that fetch just means for them to go and pick whatever we threw up and then bring it back to us and place it in our hand. Fetch. Now we can start to generalize the cue even further by practicing with different toys. In the beginning, you'll want to choose toys that your dog displays more of an interest in or something that's easier for them to put their mouth on. That way they have more motivation and are more likely to grab the toy and bring it to you. Fetch. Fetch. Practicing the cue fetch and tossing a variety of different toys around in your household to generalize the cue and teach them that no matter what toy it is, And no matter where you're at in your house, it means the same thing and they should still bring it to you each time. Fetch. Now we can start to practice outside where it's going to be more distracting for our dogs. Make sure you start out by just tossing the toy a little bit far away from you and not too far, otherwise it might be too difficult for your dog and they could lose track of what they're supposed to be doing. Fetch. We can slowly start to toss the toy further and further and even practice with different toys. Fetch. 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 I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have fun when fetching with your dogs.